Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to a new era for the GJH Gaming channel. For the first time ever, I am starting a series not based in Backyard Baseball 2003. We are officially entering the Backyard Football 2006 era. I have made several videos in Backyard Football 2006 over the past year and a half. I've done Super Bowl simulations. I've created current pros in the game. I've done position theme teams with the various pros already in the game, but I figured now is a better time than ever with fall finally coming up, with my past season of Backyard Baseball finally wrapped up. It is a better time than ever to start a season finally in Backyard Football 2006, but I wanted this to be special. I didn't just want to pick backyard kids and my favorite pros and go and win the Cereal Bowl. That's the Super Bowl in this game. I wanted y'all to get involved because y'all have been so good to me over the past couple of years since I've started this channel, and so I wanted to give back and I wanted y'all to participate and join my team. In the last video, the season review video for the Backyard Baseball 2003 Worst Possible Team Season Playthrough, I announced that there would be 6 open spots on the roster for custom kids, and y'all could enter your player submissions in the comments of the video. I have chosen the team and I will finally reveal who is playing a quarterback. That was the one condition. No one can play quarterback because I already chosen who quarterback is going to be. So today I'm going to reveal who the quarterback is, and I will also reveal who made the team. Y'all are going to get to see your players, and we're going to go over your submissions. This is going to be a really fun video, and we of course will play the very first game of the season. We'll get to see everyone in action, see how everyone plays. This is going to be a very, very fun start to the season, so let's jump right into it. First up, Pain Train. I love this kid's name. I love his look. Check out his mohawk. This is Royal Pain Train. That's his full name, from a YouTube user Royal30. He is going to be playing offensive and defensive lineman for us. Just a really tough, intimidating kid. He's got 6 of 10 at running, 1 of 10 at passing, 3 of 10 catching, 8 of 10 blocking, 5 of 10 pass defense, 9 of 10 tackling, 1 of 10 on kicking. So this is a kid who right from the start is going to be a menace on both sides of the ball. He's going to eat nothing but pancakes on the offensive line. He's going to terrorize opposing offensive linemen while on defense. And so for all these entries, I'm going to read the backstories for all of them because I wanted y'all to submit a good backstory. And, you know, this is just a fun way of introducing all of these characters. So Royal30 writes, despite his appearance, Royal is a likable kid. He's just more cynical than the typical kid. He grumbles about how players should get paid even though they're only kids, so he's very entrepreneurial, y'all. He's definitely going to sign a big endorsement deal right when he gets to college. But he also carries a knock-knock joke book in his back pocket to lighten the mood. His friends wrangled him into playing football because, frankly, he's difficult to move or stop. Well, with a resume like that, and of course a look like that, there is no question that Royal Pain Train belongs on the football field. Welcome to the team, kid. Next up, at the wide receiver position, one of 2 wide receivers, we've got Dante Wallace from Toronto, Canada. His family moved to the United States in recent years. He's a fast, speedy kid. He couldn't get here quick enough. He's got 8 out of 10 rushing, 2 of 10 passing, 8 of 10 catching, 4 of 10 blocking, 5 pass defense, 5 tackling, and 1 kicking. He's going to be playing wide receiver and defensive back. You might not be able to tell because it's so short, but right now he's got lime green hair. His biggest fashion inspiration, apparently, Dennis Rodman. Iconic. I am really excited about the third player on the list. Tiger Woods submitted this player. Hand me the ball. Starting halfback and cornerback. We might have him playing safety, actually. One of those two. He's going to be playing defensive back. But I am more excited about what he can do on the offensive side of the ball. Look at his stats. 10 of 10 rushing, 4 of 10 catching, 9 of 10 pass defense, and 7 of 10 tackling. This kid could be an instant superstar. I cannot wait to get the ball in his hands and see what he can do out there on the turf. And he's got a pretty interesting backstory as well. He's one of 2 recent immigrants on the team, actually, except he came from even further away than Mr. Dante Wallace. Hand Me the Ball came from Sweden, and he was limited to what sports he could play in the winter months. But one night, Hand Me went out in 5 feet of snow and magically found a football on the ground. He grew fascinated by it, but suddenly his mom shouted out the window for him to come home for dinner, and Hand Me took off running home so fast, and he had to do it super fast because his brothers were going to eat all of the Swedish meatballs his mom had lovingly prepared for him, and his father saw how quickly Hand Me brought back the ball from outside and realized his son had potential as an NFL player. So think about how much faith his loving family has in their son. The fact that they would uproot themselves from their home in Sweden, move to the United States before he even makes high school because they are so convinced that he is a future NFL talent. So Hanmi has a lot of pressure on his shoulders. He has a lot of weight on him right now, but I think with that skill set, with the raw talent he has, he could easily make it to the next level. Next up, we have the second wide receiver and DB combo on this team, Junior Falk. 7 of 10 rushing, 8 of 10 catching, and then 6 of 10 at both pass defense and tackling. And Junior is another player with a big motivation to become great at football. Junior wants to play football just like his older brother did. His brother was a star football player, a star linebacker actually back in high school, but he had to walk away after his sophomore year of high school despite making varsity as a freshman, the only freshman to make varsity that year. He had to give up the game after 2 years because of concussions. His family was so worried by all the hits he was taking and signs that the concussions were already beginning to weigh on him. He had to step away from the game. So every time Junior laces up his cleats, he's doing it for his big brother, and he wants to make it to the league to honor his brother and his family. Lots of motivation here. I'm already loving these players, and I already want to see them all succeed. That's how much I like these kids already. And next up, we have the only girl on the team, Yao Rico. She is 6 of 10 at running, 9 of 10 at blocking, 7 of 10 at pass defense, and 8 of 10 at tackling. She might be small, but she is feisty and she is ready to get out there and prove herself. And when I see Yao and I look at her skill set, I know that I want her to actually play linebacker. I've already discussed in previous videos how cheesy this game is and how cheesy the CPU is with forcing fumbles and forcing interceptions. Well, there's lots of cheese you can do on your end as well, and one way you can really get back at the CPU is by blitzing with your primary linebacker all the time and getting sacks constantly. And I think Yao has the speed and the stats to be a menace in the backfield from the linebacker position. She will be my primary user the entire season. I'm telling you all that right now. I'm going to be using Yao for most of the season. Let's see if she can be the league leader in tackles. I think she can do it. I think she's got the tenacity and the drive to prove herself as the only girl on the team. I think she can do it. Then we've got Kenny Garnett, 3 of 10 at rushing, 2 passing, 2 catching, 7 blocking, 7 pass defense, 7 tackling, and 5 kicking. So by the way, I don't know if y'all noticed, everyone else on this team is a 1 of 10 at kicking, so which means by default, Kenny Garnett, you're going to be starting kicker no matter what, because by default, you have the best kicking rating on the team. So by coincidence, even though Adam, you submitted this player, you did not choose to be kicker, you're actually going to be starting kicker, so congratulations. But of all of the player submissions and backstories, I think Kenny's backstory is my favorite. Let me read Kenny's story to y'all right now. So he just recently moved to town and he's hoping to join the team in order to make friends and gain a sense of community. He played football in his old town but never seemed to fit in with his teammates despite playing with a lot of the same kids year after year. He didn't really fit in his old school either. Smaller kids were afraid of him because of his size, and bigger kids made fun of him because they thought he was weird and awkward. Kenny is hoping that making the team can be a fresh start and a chance for his inner caterpillar to blossom into a butterfly. For the most part, he keeps to himself and is pretty shy. He's the type of guy that will run through a wall for you once he feels at home and once you have earned his trust. His inner leader is waiting to be unleashed. Outside of football, he enjoys reading, looking for 4-leaf clovers, and he's collected 6 so far and has them preserved between pieces of wax paper in his parents' Yellow Pages book that they don't use, and learning to sew and knit his own clothing. And if you get on his good side, he might even knit you a new beanie for your birthday. This is the type of creativity I was looking for when I asked for a backstory, y'all. I love this so much. Kenny is already one of my favorite players on this team because I want to see him blossom. I've seen in real life, I played football in real life, I've seen how football and just sports in general can change people and, you know, open a new avenue to their personality and allow them to express themselves. And so I'm rooting for Kenny and all the kids on this team. Awesome story, Adam. Great submission. But now is the big reveal. Who will be playing quarterback for the Rushing Rhinos? That's our team, by the way. We are the Rushing Rhinos. Who's going to be playing quarterback? Let me introduce him to y'all right now. And you might be surprised to see a familiar face.
I just want to say one thing to the fans and everybody in Gator Nation. I'm sorry. Extremely sorry. You know, we were hoping for an undefeated season. That was my goal. Something Florida's never done here. But I promise you one thing, a lot of good will come out of this. You have never seen any player in the entire country play as hard as I will play the rest of the season, and you never see someone push the rest of the team as hard as I will push everybody the rest of the season, and you never see a team play harder than we will the rest of this season. God bless.
Yes, ladies and gentlemen, it's Tebow time. Tim Tebow is one of those guys who, despite his extremely lackluster NFL career, will always live on in the hearts as a legend of the game, not only in the NFL, but especially in college. Still to this day, he is considered one of the greatest college quarterbacks of all time, deservedly so. Many people consider him a bust, but even in his very brief and fleeting NFL career, he had brushes with stardom and brushes of brilliance, like with his epic comeback performance over the Pittsburgh Steelers in the playoffs in his first year starting for the Denver Broncos. And truth be told, despite the fact that Tebow always had very lackluster stats and was never cut out for the pro level, I do think, looking back, that he kind of got screwed over. I mean, I even remember hearing the news that he got traded to the Jets despite leading the Broncos to a surprise playoff victory. I was like, man, why on earth did they get rid of him? Now, of course, the Broncos did get Peyton Manning a couple of years later, so their move obviously paid off 100%. Tebow was probably not going to be their franchise guy, but it was like for Tebow, he had that really, really brief burst of success where he just won over the entire football nation. Everyone loved him. And then it just evaporated like that, and the Broncos got rid of him, and he went to the Jets, wasted away there. And then after that, it was over. He bounced around the league a couple times, never made teams in the preseason, and that was that. And so I always feel like Tebow never really got the shot he deserved. In my opinion, he always deserved one more full season of play. So consider this a prequel, or maybe consider this a redemption arc, whatever you want to do. For some reason, when I thought of NFL players or NFL legends that would be hilarious to see in Backyard Football 06, for some reason I just knew I had to create Tim Tebow. I don't know why, I just knew he would be great content for this game. So we've given him 8 of 10 speed, although I realized I wanted to make him faster, but I looked up his 40 time because Tebow is always known as a mobile quarterback. His official 40 time in the NFL Combine was 4.71, which is not horrific, but not good, especially not for a guy who, his mobility was such a big component of his game. I actually remember, I think it might have been Madden 11, where Tim Tebow in the roster update was like DLC, and I just remember it was actually Madden 11 for Wii, by the way. You're an OG if you remember Madden games for the Nintendo Wii, but I remember for some reason Tim Tebow in that game, he was like Madden 04 Michael Vick. Like Tim Tebow in Madden 11 roster update DLC was ridiculously fast, super broken. He's a lefty, of course, so there was that aspect to his game as well. So I just remember Tim Tebow in every video game I've ever played with him, which is that one, he was super broken, but evidently he was not that fast compared to a lot of other mobile quarterbacks. So we gave him 8 of 10 at speed, 7 of 10 at passing. As we know, Tim Tebow did not have the strongest or most accurate arm, so some of y'all might say, hey, even a 7 out of 10 is too good for him, but I say 7 of 10, it's a little bit of space to work with, not that great. Then he's got 4 of 10 pass defense, 6 of 10 at tackling, and then 4 of 10 at kicking. He's going to be playing on the defensive line. I'm not too worried about Tebow having to play defense. He's the quarterback. I want to protect him. He's going to be leading the charge for us, man. Tim Tebow is our quarterback. What do y'all think of this decision? Do you think that Tim Tebow can pull out the clutch gene and it will be Tebow time all season long? Or do you think he's going to be a liability and we're going to have to rely on Hanmi Zabal to carry the weight for this team on offense? I'm very excited to get into these games and see how this team plays. By the way, I do have to note a weird glitch in this game. So Tim Tebow in real life is left-handed, so obviously I made him left-handed. I'm going to be block recording all these episodes in different segments, like a few segments where I'm going to just record multiple games in one session. One thing I have to note, and I've experimented with this before, as I always experiment before starting these series, I have created Tim Tebow in this game several times actually, and this always happens. I always create him as left-handed, and when I hop into a game with him, he plays left-handed. But then when I shut the game down, turn the game off and go and do other things, and then I boot the game back up a few days later, he's suddenly right-handed. So I don't know why the game is like this, but it's a weird glitch in the game where for some reason it does not save left-handed custom kids. I don't know why. It's not intentional. I always make sure to save Tim Tebow as left-handed, but for whatever reason, the game, when you boot the game back up after shutting it down, they just switch to right-handed. So if you guys are watching through this series and you say, well, wait a minute, in the early episodes, Tebow was left-handed, but suddenly he's right-handed. Why does that happen? It's not my fault. It's something weird with the game. It's a weird glitch. I don't know why, but for some reason, it does not save left-handed players as left-handed after he shut the game down once and then booted back up. So I don't know why, but for the first several games, as I'm going to block record him, Tim Tebow will be left-handed, but then suddenly at some point throughout the rest of the season, he will be right-handed. I can't change that. That's just a glitch within the game. I do have another question for y'all also regarding the formats of this video in terms of how you want me to condense or draw out the content and also using music. Now, personally, I like to make my commentary as realistic as possible, as if I'm not only a coach, but I'm also a commentator and doing play-by-play and color commentary. So I don't like to have any music in the background. I know lots of sports YouTubers like to have music in the background during sports gameplay. It makes it more like a highlight reel, and it's easier to condense the plays and condense the footage down a bit more. I like to do long-form content more that's a bit more drawn out, again, more play-by-play, more descriptive, more realistic. So in this video, the gameplay will be my usual style of play-by-play, just with the game noise, no other extra music in the background. But I do want to know, I just want your feedback. Do you guys think that this series would be more digestible if I were to have music in the background, like, you know, the classic ESPN NFL primetime music? I've loved using that lately for football videos. So would you guys prefer if I have music in the background and the gameplay is more like highlight reel type things where it's really more short and condensed with music in the background? Or do you guys prefer my more realistic full commentary where it's like less edited, no music in the background, just game noise only? Just let me know how you guys would prefer. In this first episode, it's going to be like a trial run. I'm going to do my usual where it's only gameplay footage and only gameplay sound, where it's just my commentary. And then if you guys prefer me to use music and condense everything down, we can do that later. But I just want to open that up to you guys and open up that discussion. So let me know in the comments what you guys think. And with all of that being said, let's finally get this started. Backyard Football 2006, full season, custom kids roster. Let's go, baby. All right, ladies and gentlemen, here we are at the team page. We are the Rushing Rhinos, and as you will see, there is a reason why I chose this team. We are playing at Past President High School as our home field, and it is a purple field, so why not have a purple field with a team with purple colors? I love that. It's kind of like Boise State with their blue field, right? So we're going to set the lineup right here, right now. Obviously, Tim Tebow is our starting quarterback. Dante and Junior are our wide receivers. Hand Me the Ball is our running back. And then we're going to have Kenny switch with Yao as center. So we're going to have Yao, Rico, Pain Train, Royal Pain Train, and Kenny on the offensive line. And then we're going to have Hand Me the Ball playing safety, Junior and Dante playing corner. And with the way the defense is set up in this game, it is a little bit weird. I think it's just because it's 7-on-7, and there's a little bit of a lack of discrepancy with where players are in each formation. But Yao is at the bottom on defensive line. She will actually be playing linebacker. In the way this game works, the defensive lineman, as it's listed at the bottom, is always blitzing. And as I said in the intro, Yao is going to be my primary user, going to be blitzing with her almost every play. It's one of the cheesy strategies. So Yao, even though it says defensive lineman, she's technically the blitzing linebacker on every single play. Then Hand Me the Ball is going to be our kick and punt returner, and Kenny will be our kicker by default. Even though he's only 5 out of 10, he is the best kicker on our team in terms of ratings, so hopefully you don't have to kick any long field goals. And the team we are replacing is the Redskins. Of course, the Redskins do still exist. They're called the Washington Commanders now, but of course, the Redskins don't exist in real life. So these are our primary colors in case you're wondering. And the team that we're replacing are going to be in the NFC East, so our division rivals will be the Eagles, the Giants, and the Cowboys. And our first game on the schedule, we are going to be on a 4-game road trip to start off the season. How about that, guys? At least the schedule randomizes, unlike in Backyard Baseball 2003, but that's pretty crazy, ain't it? A 4-game road trip to start off the season. Well, I guess this means that towards the end of the season, yeah, right here we got a 4-game home stays. That'll be pretty cool. But unfortunately, this means we will not get to see our awesome purple home jerseys on the purple field until week 5. But hey, you know what? Let's just try and start out strong on the road here. Playing our division rival Giants first. Let's get into this game, baby. First time seeing your players on the field. I'm very excited. I'm excited to see how Tim Tebow does, of course, leading the charge. Let's get into this game, baby. And it is a snow game at Big Wood Park. How about that? The weather in this game is, I set it to random, but unfortunately with the way the randomizer works is that snow games and rain games happen all the freaking time. And so I guess this is just part of the country where it snows all season long, even through the fall. Oh man, so I just realized our away jerseys are white. So we've got the white jerseys playing in the snow. Oh boy, this is going to be a tough way to start off the season. Where do you guys think we lived that it would snow at the beginning of football season? I guess this universe, the Backyard Kids universe, is in, you know, Alaska or somewhere where it's just cold all year round. So here I am with Rico. Kimmy Ekman is playing quarterback. Yao goes into blitz, but that's a completion for a first down. I recognize this play is going to be a dive. Kimmy Ekman is actually one of the faster players, one of the faster backyard kids, I should say, in this game. This game is very different than backyard baseball in terms of which players are good at certain things. Kimmy Ekman completes that pass, and that, I think, is hand me the ball at safety, making the stop, but it's going to be a 3rd and short for the Giants. They're moving the ball well. I got nobody off to this side, but receiver's going to be wide open. Hammy the ball is going to have to chase him down. Dives, misses it. That was Junior actually. Hammy is giving chase, but that is going to be a touchdown for the Giants. Catching us off guard. Some great passing plays there, and the Giants strike quickly. All right, well, not a good start for us on defense. We're going to have to bring it on offense. With the way this game works, you cannot fall behind. The CPU will put you in the ground. First kickoff return for Hammy the ball. Pretty deep in the end zone, but why not try and bring it out? He's got 10 out of 10 rushing. Getting some good blocks from Tebow right there. Not a bad return, actually. First look for this team on offense, though. Tebow lined up under center. Let's get this going. Left-handed quarterback, Tim Tebow. He's going to scramble out a bit. Junior's open. I'm going to scramble with Tebow, though. Get a yard. Pitch out to the side for Hammy the ball, and he's got space. Look at the speed of this kid. Wow, first down and a whole lot more. Good first carry for Hammy the ball. We might have to lean on him a lot if Tebow's throwing is inconsistent. Tebow lining up under center, throwing it up the middle. That is dropped. I think that was for Junior. Surprising drop right there, but defenders were in his face. Going to be a 2nd down and 10. Going to be another pitch out to the opposite side for Hammy the ball, but the defender, very quick, giving chase. Going to be 3rd down and long. Time to throw. And that looks like it's going to be Dante Wallace open on the out route. Out routes are overpowered in this game, and that is a first down. Tebow drops back, and Junior is wide open on the corner route. Kimmy Ekman coming up to make the play. First down completion for the Rhinos, though. Finally moving the chains a little bit. Go wide open on the left side. Dante gets a block, and Hammy the ball sprung again for a first down carry. Tebow looking to scramble this time. He's going to get a first down carry and a little bit more. And the Rhinos are within striking distance now. What will they do? Pitch out to the right for Hammy the ball. He's got a wide open lane, but the defender is coming over quick. Just on the goal line. Oh my goodness, I'm surprised he didn't reach out his arm and get that one on the goal line. What are the Rhinos going to do? That's a direct snap to Hammy the ball on the running back hike. And that is the first rushing touchdown of the season. First touchdown of the season, period, for the rushing Rhinos. Of course, it goes to star running back Hammy the ball, walking right in untouched on the goal line. And we can tie this game up right here. First look at Kenny Garnett as kicker. Hopefully he has enough power. And that is good. All right, so he can kick extra points. That's good. Might not be blitzing as much with Yao because they burned us through the passing game. And that's a broken tackle. Dante Wallace, I think that was. Oh, my goodness. The Giants are making plays. Tracked down. Looking to be a good offense for the Giants. And my gosh, they score on us in 2 plays. Kimmy Ekman is not playing around. What a start for Ekman. 2 touchdown passes in the first quarter. In the first half, I should say. Wow. And the Rhinos, if they can't make a stop on defense, we're going to be in trouble. How long can our offense keep up with them? Tebow now under center. And Dante Wallace breaking off the line, and he is wide open, charging downfield. Look how fast that kid is, though. Oh, my gosh. That kid has like 11 or 12 out of 10 speed. I thought Dante was going all the way, but still a good play regardless. Junior is wide open off the line. Short completion. Give you a handoff to Hammy the ball. That was a missed block, and then there's a fumble. Picked up by Ekman. No way. Yao tracks her down, but that was horrible. Dante did not do his job blocking, and Hammy the ball, obviously, the fumble was his fault, but that was just a broken play all around. And there's Yao for the sack. First sack of the season. Remember, our goal is to see if Yao can become sacks leader. That was a big stop right there. Completes that one. Another broken tackle. The Giants are breaking tackles all over the place. Another big first down pickup for the Giants. Their receivers are eating us alive. I don't even know if they've run a single run play today. Well, there's a run play right there. Yao gets Kimmy Ekman by her shoestrings, but man, the Giants are putting us through the paces. There's Yao with a nice tackle at the line of scrimmage. See, already proven to be a valuable commodity at linebacker. Can she come in again? Another sack, and that forces a 4th down. Yao Rico making her name known on defense, and that's going to be finally a stop for this Rhinos defense, and they need to score before half. And that was a brilliant punt. Was that on the goal line? Yes, 1st and 10 on the 1. Literally as close as you can get. We don't want a safety here. That's a fumble. Yao picks it up. Oh my goodness. We avoided disaster there. Yao picks up the fumble, advances it to the 20, avoiding disaster there. Imagine if we gave up a fumble safety after getting the ball back. Throwing it across the middle to Dante once again. Wide open across the middle of the field. Big catch and run for the Rhinos, and they are coming up on scoring position here. Good play. Now, that's 2 quick fumbles for Hanmi Zabal. Not what you want. So we're going to see if maybe throwing it is the better option for now. He can play some receiver, and that's an interception. Oh, my goodness. I did not think that was going to be intercepted, but great play by the corner. That just shows you the weird physics of this game. It looked like Hanmi Zabal had a step, and in fact he did, but the defenders in this game have magnets in their hands. I think that's what's going on, because clearly in real life that would have been a completed throw, but in this game, it's an interception. Yao with another sack. I think that's, what, her 3rd already? What a great start on defense for her. And there's another one. I'm telling you guys, blitzing with the linebacker on every single play, that's how you get it done. The game wants to cheese us. We can cheese right back. There's another sack for Yao Rico. Only 20 seconds left. We need this ball back. All right, what are we doing here, boys? Gonna give it to Junior? No, what? How was that picked off? Are you kidding me? Gosh, the interceptions in this game are just ridiculous. Well, there's no halftime presentation in this game, but we do get the ball right back. But man, 2 opportunities to score before halftime, and we blow it with 2 interceptions. 2 fumbles lost. Well, only 1 fumble lost, but 2 fumbles, 2 interceptions by Tebow. Not a good start. Thankfully, we've gotten it figured out on defense slightly, but now our offense is beginning to slow down. Here's a pitch to Hanmi Zabal. Going to sprint a little bit. Nice carry of about 8 yards. Tebow dropping back. He's got Dante wide open on the out route once again. At this point in time, I think I'm just going to start throwing it more often than running it, because throwing is king in this game. But this is a big run for Tebow. How about that mobility? And he gets out of bounds. Used up some of the juice, but that was worth it. But yeah, guys, I mean, as much as I love to run, in this game, passing really is king. It's just more efficient. It's 7-on-7 football, so you have more of the field. And Dante is wide open on the out route once again. Big carry. There's a broken tackle. He gets down to about the 2-yard line. What do you guys think we're going to do? It's going to be a QB draw for Tebow, and he gets in the end zone. Not that great of a day passing. He's got the 2 interceptions, but he can score on the ground, a big scramble, and then that touchdown right there. And this game could be tied up with this extra point. And that is through the uprights. We have a tie game. Oh, man, another big completion. Man, these receivers for the Giants are just faster than we are. I don't know what their speed boost is, but my goodness. Gonna have to drop back entirely in zone coverage, I think. I love to blitz, but Kimmy Ekman just has our number, period. All right, there goes. Shorter pass there, and that one is dropped. Another short pass right there. Yao and Dante right there on the stop. There's a 3rd down. So zone coverage already forcing them to make some shorter plays. Yao makes contact, and that one is dropped. So we avoid disaster there. Another drop by the running back, and they're going to have to kick a field goal here. That's a good catch in traffic by Junior. And there's a catch. Tebow got hit, but gets that throw out. Kimmy Ekman. Look how fast she is compared to backyard baseball, man. But good pitch and catch. Another 1st down throwing. That's a pitch to Hanmi Zabal. Dante make that block. That time he makes it. Good carry. Once again, Junior open in the flats. Gonna run for a few more. All right, receivers really carrying the load on offense so far. No touchdowns for the receivers so far through the air, but definitely keeping us alive. Hanmi Zabal has a lot of space now. turns on the Jets, and that's going to be his second rushing touchdown of the game. Let's go. Rhinos on top for the first time today. Let's watch this replay. Check out that speed. Man, we needed this play. That's a run out left. She has blockers and a whole lot of space. Kimmy Eckman with the first down carry. No one can catch her. What on earth? Wow, Kimmy Eckman. I guess she's been running lots of sprints since the baseball season because she is not this fast out on the base pass, but she's proven to be a formidable dual option quarterback. Another hit by Yao, but that's a first down completion. And Kimmy Eckman calls her own number yet again. That's going to be another first down. That's a throw out to the flats. Yao making the tackle. Good stop. Kimmy Eckman has lots of time breaking tackles, and that's picked off at the line. Is that Tebow? No, that wasn't Tebow. Was that? I think that might have been Pain Train actually on the interception. Let's check this out. What a bizarre play. Eckman has all sorts of time, but everyone was covered up. So she scrambles around a bit, breaks 2 tackles, and then just, I guess, loses the ball, and Pain Train is there to pick it up. But that's the first interception of the season for us. Here's a design run for Tebow, getting a block, and he's going to get a first down and a whole lot more. Tim Tebow. And he's going to get tackled, but a big carry for Tebow. Flipping it out now to Hand Me the Ball, and he's got space to go. First down reception for Hand Me the Ball. Dropping back now, and the Rhinos just need to be careful with the ball, and that goes right through Junior's hands. What on earth was that, Junior? Come on now, that was a decent throw. Would have been a guaranteed touchdown as well. He had nothing but turf in front of him, and that's a quick sack. Oh my goodness. That defender got in there immediately. Got nothing but turf out left. Hand Me the Ball. Getting the first down. Tebow's got time. Gonna scramble around a bit. Oh no. Broken play. Broken play. Gonna have to use that sprint bar, and wow, they caught up to him. That's gonna be a big loss. Not a great play by yours truly. It is now 2nd and 34. Hand Me the Ball though. Wide open. Catches it. Gets us closer to the first down marker. There's a blitz. The corner's blitzing. Dante Wallace catches it, and he's in the end zone. First passing touchdown of the season for Tebow, and we extend our lead to 2 scores. Check this out. Tebow getting some pressure from a defensive back, eludes the pressure, and Dante, who has been eating all day on that out route, finally gets one in the end zone. Kimmy Eckman. Oh my goodness. What a return. Wow, she used her power up. I didn't even have anything to say because I thought we were just going to get her, but no. Man, Kimmy Eckman proved to be a whole different type of beast in Backyard Football 06. Once again, going to be another QB draw. Yao is there to meet her at the line. 3rd down now, and now all of a sudden the Giants are the ones having to make a quick play. And that is dropped by the running back. The running back has been a liability coming out of the backfield. And it's gut check time for the Giants. Are they going to go for it here? No, they're going to opt to kick the field goal, surprisingly. They'd still be down by 2 scores. Great kick, but they're down by 8 points. They need a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to tie this, and there's just 39 seconds left. No onside kicks in this game, by the way. So all we need to do is run the clock out, and we should be good to go. So for every single play, when I need to run the clock out, I'm just going to... As counterintuitive as it seems, you got to run out of bounds if you can. I mean, the clock keeps on ticking, but you don't want to fumble in this case. You know what I mean? So normally I like to run out of bounds, just run as many plays as possible. So Hand Me the Ball. Don't fumble it again. Don't fumble my ball. He's got a whole lot of space right here, though. First down carrying a whole lot more. Going to run out of bounds. 15 seconds left. Going to have Tebow running it here. Got some good blocks, though. Nothing but turf in front of Tim Tebow. Run out of bounds. 8 seconds left. 7 seconds left. My bad. Let's see if we can get one more good pass in. Let's see if we can get a W right here and cap it off. Junior. No, that's a drop, or a pass breakup, I should say. 2 seconds left. You got one more chance to go for it. Junior's going to be wide open on this corner route. Threw it a little early, and that's another interception. Well, 3rd interception of the game for Tebow, but we make the tackle, and we win 28-20. Our first game, we come away with a victory. So Dante gets an achievement for 100 receiving yards in a game. What a debut. Hammies the ball, 100 rushing yards in a game. So 2 excellent performances to start off the season. And by the way, you earn skill points for custom kids in this game, so everyone gets a certain number of skill points to increase their skills. For Dante, let's improve his tackling. Actually, let's improve his pass defense. Then for Hammies the ball, let's improve his catching. So check this out, guys. We had 506 total yards of offense, 284 passing, 222 rushing. So very balanced attack, but we had 4 turnovers. Yet despite that, we still won. So man, turnovers are a big deal in this game. 3 of 3 on third down conversions, so we escaped this one. We were lucky to win. So unfortunately, you can't look at individual stats after each game. For this one, we can, though, since we have only played 1 game. So the specific stats: Hammies the ball, 115 yards on 13 carries with 2 touchdowns. Did have a couple fumbles, though. Tebow, 8 carries for 89 yards and a touchdown. And Yao actually got credit for an 18-yard carry because she picked up Hammies' fumble in the end zone and advanced it, so that counts as a carry for her. Tebow had 284 yards, 13 completions, and a touchdown for a 68% completion rate, but he did have 3 interceptions. That's not good. And then receiving, Dante, 6 catches for 163 yards and a touchdown. Hammies the ball had 2 catches for 42, and Junior had 5 catches for 78 yards. So our receivers, man, showed up today. So next week, we are back on the road, continuing our road trip. Let's see if this win will give us momentum for the rest of the season. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.